You're welcome tonight. EZIOKWU is my name. I am here. It is not the voice of a ghost. It is not the voice of an impostor. It is the voice of Governor EZIOKWU tonight. And I need you to be here. Tonight, Governor Hope Uzodinma, I want to remind you history, especially those around you. Tonight I'm going to remind them history. And tonight I will not spare anything on the table of justice and exposition. You guys have brought this upon yourselves that I will be speaking these days. I will be exposing deep parts. You have just succeeded in recruiting another person who will be very, very busy smashing your faces with the truth deeper than before, stronger than before. Tonight will not be. Listen to me. If you're an average young man, if you're a Nigerian, you're an African, you need to listen to me. You need to share this video. Tonight, I am going to expose so many things tonight. Your eyes go open. I don't care whose business is going to spoil you. Now, I want you to be very patient with me here. Be very, very patient with me tonight. Number one, I am going to talk about the colonial expansion. I'm going to talk about the colonial expansion, the expansion of colonialism by religious empires and politicians according to what the Britain Empire has left here. Tonight, I am going to offload it drastically, and I don't care how anybody feels about it, because you cannot colonize my people for the very second time. You can never try it, no matter how blind they are. The Honorable Commissioner for Lands, Imo State, is a blind man. Barrister Leston, I will school you tonight. You are an empty person, and tonight I need to inculcate more brain into you, because it just need food. It just need food. It just a food. Tonight, every wise person will never in this life tolerate anybody coming to colonize you again for the very second time. This current colonization of Africans, colonizing their fellow communities, different communities of which you never knew where they gave back to these communities or when they were constituted. It will stop. It has to stop, because so many of us now ought to speak up. When the Britain Empire came here, listen to me, I'm giving you history tonight, and it will be so deep, because each time you see me close my mouth and ignore them, oh yeah, Kaka Black, come on, get up from here, you. Let me block you. Olodo, that's why you will never learn. None of you will learn, because see, listen to me. When the Britain Empire came here, when the colonization masters came into this country, they didn't come here first with religion. They didn't come here first with religion. They came here and met the kings of Africa. Hold on, let me, as I'm talking, I'll be uploading pictures. I'll be uploading certain picture evidences just to help your Bangladesh brain, so that this your brain will be able to work, that it may be able to work. Now, there's another picture I attached. I just attached another picture here. Those of you lovers and followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he says deep about these things, but none of you learns. Me, the way I do, if you're teaching something that may be very important to me and my generation, I will be writing, I'll be jotting down. I will be jotting down shit in case, that I may be able to later go back again and make my research. Now, there's a picture I attached by the left. There's a picture I attached by the left, by your left hand right now. This picture I attached by the left, you see a traditional ruler, right? Cited in a picture with the Britain or the so-called colonization masters, the masters of colonization, on that picture with a traditional ruler. This umbrella, you see the traditional ruler, you see that the traditional ruler was more honored. He was more honored than the empires of colonialism. That is to tell you that our fathers were okay. The kings of our land, they were more regarded and more respected. More respected than the Britain authorities. Now, at beginning, listen to me, Okoko. Maybe your father did not teach you. How will your father teach you when he doesn't even know? How will you yourself, that is supposed to even school your father according to history, you don't have that time. Your problem is you want to buy for your church. You want to buy for one politician or the other. You are a fool. After tonight, if you refuse to have sense, your children may later learn the gospel truth from these things we say. Are you listening to me? Your children may later know these things and they will come back to you. They will later return back to you. Now, when these people came, they did not bring religion. At first, they came here for business. And the business was never based on money. The business was based on trade by barter. I will give you this, you give me this. I will give you gold, I will give you this, I will give you that, then you are going to give me this one. Oh yeah, let me block 3 persons only first. Well, let me suspend this Kaji picture. Idiot, oh yeah, come and get out. You're suspended. Don't forget here next time. Usogi block. Oh yeah, where's another idiot? Bring them. They can never learn. Africans. Now listen. They came here with what we call trade by barter. They had agreements with our forefathers, the traditional custodian of African authority and cosmology. Treasures were everywhere. The more they come here for business and see what we have in place, they needed to go back again and remove the brain of return. When they returned back to our land, they decided to use different method. Out of those methods they were coming with, the agreement they had with our forefathers wasn't the agreement of colonization. It never happened. At some point, see, you know what is going to happen? If you like, comment, trash, I will be opening the eyes of people in your community. You will later, before you realize that you are a fool, you may be left alone. Now, what I'm touching is that history they removed from school. That history you failed to observe. That deep insight you failed to study. And religion is now your problem. Do you know, for example, do you know one thing with all these graduates you see on the streets that are okos? You don't have job. Nobody needs to employ you because your brain is not functioning. Now, the first way to dismantle Africa, the first step to dismantle you is to introduce money. Is to introduce, first and foremost, they needed to kill that trade by barter. Many of you in this present dispensation remember that Muammar Gaddafi of Libya later cited this thing, and Gaddafi decided to reintroduce that trade by barter. That was why they pied him. Why? Because he touched their coach of economy. He touched their coast of deceit. Then at that point, they needed to tamper with his life. Go and Google about this. You are online with me. Use your pen. Jot down the things I'm saying. Say, was there any time? Ask your Google now. Use another phone. Ask Google. Use your Google or use your pen now. Write. Ask Google if there was a time Gaddafi proposed one currency for Africa and not a printed currency but a trade by barter currency. Google it, Okoko. Google it. Gaddafi proposed it. Gaddafi knew that this was a tool the enemies used to crush down the economy of Africa and to make the African man look inferior of himself. Are you listening to me? Now, the first dealt with the mentality of an African man by making him to feel inferior of himself. The first thing they did was to take away the little means of local transaction here by trade by barter, number one. Then the currencies of cowries, ego joma. Are you getting what I'm saying? They first dismantled these things. After dismantling it, these were tools of colonization. Now, before the white man came, there were no ethnicity clash and crisis in this part of the world. There were nothing like that. The people, for example, the people from Igbo extraction, they had a democratic means of solving their problems in benefit of everyone's choice and decision. That is why in my village there is a market square. Justices were being served to people by peace. And even the traditional ruler never had a final say in any issue that were being deliberated. Except Miburonyi Igbo. The Lagati Nara Abra our people Nishi first. Lastly, Igbo religion. But I'll get there. Now, how do they preside over issues? Judges were not appointed. Judges are only seated on emergency. And no man is a judge. Every man is a judge. But no particular man is a judge. Therefore, that was an opportunity to bring down corruption, such as going to bribe a judge in the secret. There were nothing like that. Somebody said that the citizens of Libya they are regretting. Now listen to me. In our land those days, the way we judge our own matter in Igbo extraction, see, justice works by itself. Judges were not appointed, people were not selected to be a judge, so that tomorrow you don't come and judge injustice or prescribe injustice at your own convenience. No. How do they do it? Their judgment becomes the judgment of God. There were no express means through which Wike would have brought justice for anybody. You know what? At the midst of disputes, they will appoint people there. Abraham Kagano made different people appoint. They become the judge. You get a judge in this particular matter, those people will not be the same judge in another case. They will not be the judge in another case of such similarity. Now, how do they do it? Appoint and them mother diga haga abu izu. Haje somewhere, just they will just shift a bit, maybe 8 or 9 persons or 7 persons amongst the gathering of the village. Oya, Laz, Adozo, Oya, get out from here. You say what you can see in me is being greedy. Greedy that you want me to keep quiet, that they will just come to my village, conquer the lands of my people, take it free of charge. Is that what you want? How does that make me greedy? Have you ever seen me station on the line or a queue and ask them to give me money? Oh yeah, Tonda Babu Ogidia, come on, get out from here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where is he, self? Can you comment here? Can block Unsogi blocking from this page forever. Arababu Babu Ogina Bala. Get them Pama. Obafuela. Chineke gare kpogo ọkụ na onye ara a na-akụzi ihe na-ehi ụra na-akọrọ bish. Oya, Leia. Oya, ngwa, get out from here. Okoko. Iyiri Bernard. Come on, get out from this page, you. Oya, get out. Oya, Otilo. Next idiot, Oya. Mugu, greedy pig. Mpage wu greedy pig, ebube. Your father wo. Mpage wu so abura. Yes, for the very first time in my live session, na sege na mpa mmadụ bosu. Your father bosu. Ebube Austin. Ya buli wu kam da ya. Mpage your biological father bosu. Oya, get out from this page. I'm negwegu with you people this time around. Whatever I can know with a mania chair. Can screenshot to go to this your page. You were to come now, this your account. You were to come make a live video. Mure picture ga on manye day na mpa muronya bosu. Go to court. Ka court jog in here na page. Oya, get out. Oya, another throw. Na kuzim need deal with you people. Na pure here. Oh yeah, come. Now listen to me. If for these church people now they na my village bundoshi eputugamia clear, go to anywhere you like. Jemani huchuku. In fact, police biagodi mema arrest nga na akpọkwa unu ndoshi n'ihu police korokoro say hunda unu bundoshi. Even many the worst pressure. My court anyone no kpọfụtara mma nọkwa n'ihu judge na asịkpa na ndị a bụ ndị oshi. Ebe a mụrụ n'oji chọọchị dị ọrụ n'ishi. Back to my message. The people who came and introduced, they came in here They first destroyed our economical livelihood, the way we survive. They first came in and they dismantled it. They came and saw that as at then, our people never had the experience of selling land. The best way for them to start conquering land was just an avenue for them to introduce certain religious practices. That was how they came in. Bring up your phone. Bring up your phone. Everybody watching and listening to me. I like to be schooling you, because you know those people who comment without reading. Religion will always keep Africa. Listen to me, let me tell you one thing. I will analyze one thing now for you now while I continue this teaching. Religion will never allow Africans to develop. Africa, go and write it somewhere. Do you know why? Few days ago, I was discussing with one of my brother. He is a US based. That's the problem. Nkasi, person way big pass you. Big pass you, not if you do. On him a bastard from your taproot, because your father was supposed to know that newori heji big game. A white man, as rich as he is, does not think of building 5-story building. The sustainability of certain economy, reservation of future purposes is very, very important. That's why if you get as you are now, ladies tozo now. Where is that tozo? This Igwe nkem nga block again, but before then, hold on, can kowara again. In water this Olodono now, what he thinks now, how to get money. Go to his village, go and build maybe five mansions inside one compound, and he will be sleeping inside one room. If you gather all his relatives, his wife, his children, his relatives, all of them into that compound, they cannot occupy the whole room. They cannot occupy the rooms in that house. But he just want to have that name, that he owns 5 mansions in his village. That is all he need. And guess what? He forgot to understand that if actually he passes on, his children may not be able to maintain or run the maintenance of such houses. That is why you see the African celebrities overseas, all the big houses, Michael Jackson built, his children, are they occupying all? They needed to start selling some to Pop Daddy. Haven't you read it on social media? Because such maintenance will be so high on his children. You are building an empire that the next generation cannot maintain. But guess what? The true white man who understands vanity upon vanity that your Bible preaches, Mark Zuckerberg, who owns this Facebook now, has one small house. Elon Musk lives in Bacha. Elon Musk lives in Bacha house. Google it. Dangote, what's it called? The owner of UBA Bank and the owner of Glo, all their money is put together is not equal to what Elon Musk has. But Elon Musk lives in Bacha. Aliko Dangote, here in this part of the world, lives in rented apartments in Abuja. Are you listening to me? He has a house in Kano and I think in one other state. Are you listening to me? But the smallest African man, do you know why? When African man dies, his children will start selling off his properties. Option. Because those things were not important. You say you are a liar. Does Dangote own any house in Abuja? Google it now. Make your findings. I've watched videos where he said it by himself. On Hemerego Koko, you don't keep record. If you like, build the highest prayer house in your village. Poverty will never stop driving down your village. And if you don't take time after building it, your people whom did not obtain quality education will see you as an opportunity of invasion. They will invade you. Those are when people will plan to kidnap you, buy you, take whatever you have. You know why? Because you have failed to reason like human being. Back to what I was saying. According to history, I want you to use your pen now. I want you to use your pen and ask Gogo. Olodo, ask Gogo, what is the meaning of colonization? Or what is colonialism? What is colonialism? And Gogo might respond to you saying, colonialism is the practice of one country or one entity. He say exercising political control over another, often with the intent to exploit its resources and labor. Google it, Olodo. Google it. I don't know if Holy Ghost water they gave to you and candle will allow you to reason or to Google these ones. The prayer they gave to you now will not allow you reason like human being, because your brain has been colonized into one mad belief. Ask yourself, why do I always say the Shanamites and I don't mention the things you mention? Because I reason different things from what you think. Now, I don't know if you've asked Gogo, and he says, I say, ask Gogo, what is colonialism? And I went further to say colonialism is the practice of one country or certain group of persons exercising political control over another, often with the intent to exploit its resources and labor. Now, guess what? Google will go further to tell you that it involves the subjugation of one people to another. Furthermore, I have something to tell you. The contending arguments of colonization. That's what I want to ask you now. The contending arguments. That's one problem we have now. Colonization is painted colonization. I'm going to mention about 4 or 5 different patterns of colonization, of which has ruled Africa. Now let me ask you, when the white man came here, and beckoned on the strength of their colonization by coming to have dominance over our natural resources, do you know that the things they took from us here, they go back to their country, go and refine it, but they get the natural and the raw materials from you. They go back to their country. Once they refine it, the product becomes much. They begin to export it back to you. When they export it back to you, they use your currency as a den to buy it back again from you. The currency they are using to buy that thing from you is the currency they officially introduced to you, so that they will have control and power over it. That's one tool. Then they discover that there is need to dismantle your ethnicity. The rule to respect ethnicity was one of our modern rules during the ancient civilization. Tribalism was a code of peace and unity. Racism was an embodiment of action against the black-skinned colored person. If you will hear, tell all those Olodo here, tell all those Olodo, Omatro Zion, tell all of them to go and wake their father to sit down and listen to me, because their fathers are empty brain. Their fathers made mistake and they gave back to these children who did not learn anything from them. Go and wake your father. Tell your father to come and listen to this young man. And if your father is listening now, Daddy, I am very sorry. I'm just here telling you the mistakes you made. That is why you have had this, your child, as a wrong product in your community. That's why all he thinks is how they can come to NGOR-OKPALA, grab land, recolonize the people at the detriment of prayer houses. Because you want to make money. The only way you can make money now is what I am showing you now. Is what I am telling you. Do you know that the African continent had produced several professors in different fields without knowing that the crude that out of the crude oil they sell and the white man exports back to their country has about 32 different products therein inside the same crude. To enslave you the more, they decided that your own refinery will not function. If you like, carry our president up, Nakan for grand. No be under Buhari regime, they celebrate, say our refinery don't they work. Is he working till now? He never stop. They show him for picture. Google, check it now. During Buhari regime, it was celebrated nationwide. What happened? Me and you, even in this our own present age and time, all of us met when some of our leaders, during the time of Jim Wobodo, Sam Mbakwe, Dr. Michael Okpara, many of them, so far and so on. Many of these great people had the zeal of industrialization of this our present nation. At that point, they invested in various places. We had the glass industries locally fabricated here, and it was excellent. The Niger chain wire in Transamadi Revoke Company, many so far and so on across the nation. Industrialization was a challenge of regions in this part of the world. Agriculture, what we plant and what we cultivate in this part of the world, was solving issues across other continents of Africa. We became giant of Africa not by military strength. Ugo God, Mike, Chineke kpogbuo ga kpogbuo. Thunder more proof to the grave of your ancestors. Buo gi nwa kwa ba gi nwa n'ime iwe bastard. Oya, come and get out from here, you. Nwatro Zion, come and get away from here, you. Onyare, chere ndị egwuregwu with you people. Olo onye ọzọ. This one say, what madness are you coming from? Oya, come and get out from here, you. Shibo akwa get that place. Onyara to Megi, come on, get out from here. Get out from here, you. I'll be giving you people back to back. Dara never sense. If you come to my place and support anybody to come and conquer our land at the detriment of colonization, you want to colonize us with your religious private business. Thunder babu that day. Thunder babu that place. There is no the best manner they came with now, but the manner of those people who came to colonize Africa, who came to buy our people, rape our women. That is the same thing they have come to do right now. Are they not killing our people? Are they not buying our people in NGOR-OKPALA? Are they not buying people? Are you not seeing it? And you're telling me to close my mouth. Thunder babu your ancestors. Thunder babu the grave of your forefathers. I make no regret about these things I'm saying. Unonchawo bastards and fools. Ebo mmadụ ewute ha oge. Ebe ozu nwa okorobịa na NGOR-OKPALA na-erubere 30 years ewute ha oge. Ozu gị ọnwụ ga-ama ewute any generation. Esi ọbụla your parents enwuru gị ibe akwara dị ya anwụ that day. Echewe m chọrọ ya anwụ n'ụzọ that day. Irie na oyi ebutere gị ọnwụ, iya anwụ mgbabiri ọnwụ. Ị ga-anwụ like that young man. Ịzụcha nwa gị ahụ anwụ at the early age. Ka nle ka ọ ga-esi adị gị. Ibe akwa that day enwe BP nwụgwarị ya. Because ihe ji tụnyere mmadụ ka a ga-eji wee tụnyere gị. It is nature. That's where I worship. No. Henry Zuna. Say you know me many years. My safety over what? And mekwoku na hide. Oga ana me ezo. I know the yam name and me from the depth of my heart. I didn't have told you anything. I know the fear. I don't know name is like hoja. And the queen ojo. Ojo ka bo ojo gini. Ojo ka bo ojo gini the self. Okay. So somebody will use Bible. That means you go conquer your place. You see, I say in image sure because of safety. Safety over what? Or hope of them about the last governor of Imo State. Or maybe go big about the last pastor again when Imo State. Or people will rise. People will rise. Whether you like it or not. And the one onyo were zone me imagine as governor banket and this kind of matter. Thunder babu onyo were zone now. Thunder babu ogi that day as the next governor. One sable governor. Ginoro who injustice now support. Thunder babu ogi in office again. Down e wumba biromu ko that governor now in office that day. Obro one of these politicians can ababudu like this. Now you can on a radio. How can we case? Then they will begin to battle it. But another person or a commoner. Na Ala Igbo enwere onye bụ eze, onye ọbụla isi ọbụla bụ eze. Isi ọbụla na-egbu ike ibu ogidi sofe onye ahụ bụ nwa afọ. Pastors, look at them. Have you seen any pastor pick up microphone, take courage to condemn it? To condemn the acts? How many pastors have you seen? Therefore, many of them are losing their respect I have for them. None of them, the ones who create content in a promote evil. Chineke ga-akpọ n'ọkụ. The Bible you are carrying says thou shalt not kill. The same thing repeated itself in the Bible when Nathan came to David and asked David a question in parable over a piece of land and a poor widow, a poor man. Look at the people who introduce this same religion to you now. Look at it. I want to ask you, all of you listening to me now. Use your phone, use your other phone, because in a classroom, this is how Africans behaves. Even in a lecture room, you discover that while lectures are going on, Africans will be playing. Nigerians leaders of tomorrow. Come on, pick a pen and a book. Jot down what they are teaching you. These things will reappear in exams. They will pick vital points and ask you questions. These are very simple things. That's why people fail exams here. Jot down things. In Africa here, Africa madu bu jot ana bagare, or somebody bu exercise book, or maybe let's say big jot ana bagare. Check in your society when case afonya hana fear say a mad person. But these people keeps record. Now, I want you to use your other phone. I want you to use your other phone now. Ask yourself, why is it that the Israelites are not Christians? Go and ask. Thank you, my brother James. Africans say one whole sense. If from there for here, both their leaders, they are okos. Empty brain. My brother, because already 1 or 2 persons amongst you now will listen. Pick a phone, a different phone, or pick a pen and paper. Write down this thing, jot down this thing, then go back and Google it. Go back and Google this thing. Write down the religious colonization of Africa. Please write it down. Please. Hold on, let's do this together. Let's do this together. I believe this will go a long way to help our people here. Go to Google. Go to Google. Type the religious. Type the religious colonization. Of Africa. Please go ahead and do this. Go ahead and do this. Look at the response it will give you. This one no be me write am, no be me put am there. Then they better say na Igbo colonize NGOR-OKPALA. I may make you do the expose, you regret here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I have to off the music because all the too much. All the too. I said go to Google. Type this thing on Google. The religious colonization of Africa. And it gives you, it says the religious colonization of Africa involved the spread of Christianity and Islam, often intertwined with European and Arab colonial ambitions. Oga, type it now. Kijanaga abuofuna ihe abutu sa prepare. From the Western world, eji abataya. Aburu mataya says ako. I know they just did the talk. After the talk, I go to tell you point by point. You go check them. Hi, Hilary Okoli. Chai, when you really get this thing. Your brain in wiki work too small. Even upon hearing an akawara, you no go na one day. Without one sense for the sake of your children. Without no sense for the sake of the next generation. Without one over sense. Because my yogi without over sense. Oh, you like a sense give for child like this. Because or they want to make it no empty. Brain again no empty. When he brain again enyegi. I am digging the data root of your problem. Can no na akawara again now. This is you are busy. If you are celebrating the president of Burkina Faso, and you cannot celebrate this truth, no. If you are listening to me, you never appreciate what the Burkina Faso president on the Kuda place. These things, do you know that at some point there were currencies we were using here? The first colony currency that was being used here. EJ my business here. Imanega and me import made that time here. Check history now. Shillings, pounds, cable shibia, or way back occasion, they printed it in their own place. They first cancelled our own currency without consulting our elders, without consulting our forefathers. Your father was not consulted. If you don't know, they cancelled ego joma, ego kirikiri. Kai. Wait a bit. You're welcome back. You're welcome back. So, are you listening to me? I say the religious colonization of Africa. Type it on Google. Type it on Google. Father, type it there. A church goer, type it there. Oh yeah, come. Biawano. Oh yeah. Go and type it there. Osigi, the religious colonization of Africa involved the spread of Christianity and Islam. That's why any Muslim person you see who buy his brother because of his religion, that one is a fool. Now ask yourself, are there no Muslims in US? Are there no Muslims in France? Are there no Muslims in Britain? Or you buy your own follow Muslim and saying talk in speak haram and that this and that. Buy an now for London, make your body tell you. But they first wide away your mentality here. These are things they gave to you. These are colonial tools they gave to you. Religion is one of the most wicked, brutal tools they brought. The colonial masters brought. That's it. Now it says, often intertwined with European and Arab colonial ambitions. Why Christianity arrived in Africa as early as the 1st or 2nd century, its widespread influence grew significantly during the colonial era, often alongside. Are you listening to me? This is the way it is. People will never listen to truth in this part of the world. Anything the Oyibo still write within they do you, they write them for Google. There are some deep facts and secrets. You will not believe. Oh yeah, this one's a foolish talk. Oh yeah, come on, get her from here. Chile, Onyara. Only come on, no fly over Lagos. Now only come on somewhere to Maggie Roya Bush Market at 2 many more here. Yeah, lot more again. You are here now talking to me. Come on, get her from here. Oh yeah, learn another one. Cause useless man. Oh yeah. Oleka. Okay. Chinelo. For not even adding your picture here. You're a fake account. Oh yeah, come on, get out. Get out from here, you. Kidaman again, I here, Matthias. Now, go further. African rebirth says, was religion a tool for colonialism in Africa? This author wrote this thing around January 2022. He says it is clear that Christianity was used as a colonial tool in Africa. Those legitimizing the brutal capitalist system that caused untold poverty and inequity. Are you listening to me? Now, mine says here, it goes further to say, missionary Christianity, political tools, colonization, kills all together, involvement in military power, and so far and so on. It's a religious conversation in Africa. All right? Meanwhile, I want you to go to Christianity Wikipedia. Type Christianity and colonialism. Type it and see. I want you to go and check. Now, what matters here now is the truths I tell you. Yes, I need to abuse you. You know why I need to abuse them? And Obina, I will buy you from here, and after I explain this now, it's an ambo again in Ala Igbo. See the way you abuse. Okay, people should come here and abuse me. Tonda babu babu your own there. Oh, yeah, come on, get away from here, you. Tonda babu one. Tonda babu obi one obi na. Tonda babu tonda mo uproot your forefathers nili. Koku bushia the whole. Tonda babu that place. Somebody got here make my abuse. They saying happier. You saying happy, I'm happy on your then I cover another. I want that on Kafu coach a penny. Tonda babu ogima. Oh, yeah, come and get away from here, you. On your rekati to picture here. In you wanna now. Chineke Igbo gina bala. Come on, comment here. Come mbog here. I'm get invite here on yara. Opera on yara. I'm gonna fly over there and knock on that thing. Did they go and check when I said only one program on narcotic missed blood? When you get higher, there is no way. Okay, Jim misbehave. I'm telling you, one day I will run that program and I will give a notice early. You just that you don't get data or you one day go my data say I know watch here. Okay, go to this program. Okay, chaya bagwa come mad. Let me just pick a point from that side and tell you something. Igbo kamje kunka ima iteje sinni. Obro my mother ji ite we sie nni yesterday. Ochi see another food and I see that pot and I see am such a pure forma before you see another soup. Do you know why? So that the taste of the other soup will not come and influence this one. Maybe this present soup actually you see now. What do I mean by that? Every infection madam root to treat and I latch 100%. Some of it the dandruff get not there. Okay, and when you get treated gonorrhea, the thing I call to on all 4-5 months, the gonorrhea large. Now, on that process of that 4-5-6 months, another man climb boy to me. That child gana too much. Are you listening to me? That child gana too much. Some of them they went abonte. Some of them are more within ebe 2-3 months. If we hear cashier now, about 4 to 1 here reserved particle of infection. So granima I got it too. The blood they miss is a one now. I'm potea. That missed blood they be done your and so. But do you know why I'm saying these things now? Somebody bona meya garibu gani na site ebe mpia na arono. Another man we dinner the woman in small money due to frustration. The woman ala the same night dear lota we to women as in we dinner with the woman we dream. Nwa ha anyị aga na anọ na carpenter work. Anyị aga na anọ ya bụrụ nwa nwaanyị ebe igi ahịa mbugharị. ahịa mbugharị ihe ga na-agụ ya ọ nọrọgodi na town maybe ọ gara ịmụ ọrụ or something ọ na-arụ na hospital ọ ya ndị a na-ejide nga anaga na bedroom. Yeah, it flows in their vein and in their blood. That's why when you see people come to abuse you ordinarily, go and check them. It's not their fault. She from their background. That's why now, right now, if you come on my page and insult me, I don't care whom you think I am or about or how mad you think I should be. I will abuse you, abuse your forefathers. Because one day we will soon become somebody's ancestor also. So if I insult your lineage, how painful are they? You know that what is wrong is wrong. It only becomes evil when it gets to your own turn. I don't mind. Mecha against sort je ni hu chukwu okike abia ma je report. I don't care. I don't care. Back to my teaching. Owutegi, you either quit, but it is my right to tell you now, you are finished. The gospel and the movement of Jesus was copied by the colonization masters and they brought it here as a medium of peace. After they defied the agreement they had with our forefathers, the agreement of trade by barter, what brought you to our land? As in another, take this point down. The impact of colonialism on Africa. The first impact of colonialism is the creation of arbitrary boundaries. Is one of the political impacts of colonialism. They did not respect boundaries. They don't colonial decisions and choice doesn't respect boundaries. That is why after their boundary adjustment and decisions, there are part of Imo State they took and handed over to rivers. Ndeka Herodia, this is confused. Some places are seen as a no man's land. I'll take my time to teach these things. I'll take my time to teach it. It lacks respect for cultural values. Tribal landscape, decisions of a particular ethnic group of people or persons. That is why, till tomorrow, Africans will keep crying. See, there are Yorubas in Benin. There are Yorubas in different parts of Africa. What happened? What splitted and littered them that way was colonialism. If you check it clearly, that part of Benin and this present Yoruba we have here, that particular landscape and geographical plan of nature is supposed to be one nation, one people on their own. But colony splitted it. When you say Yoruba pastor preaching, he doesn't know the truth. But yet, they can never abolish that their tribalism. That is why, are you telling me that it's the same God? Ugochukwu Johnson. Chenoy Brega Azogi. Utidika Clifford Ebrente. Come and get away from here, you. Come and get out from here. Olodo. Ilekowaya in on a US news this thing. The mother, at least one of the greatest places on earth, civilization is now. iruo there iwuru idiot sense ihe enwe nwoke oji ụkwụ anya kwụrụ na ekwuo na ịkpọ an African man, what makes these people olodo, tozo and zombie? I was speaking to somebody a few days ago. Oh, but I am going to complain somebody about the lady. So I was talking with the lady on call on boy camera how to resolve the issue. And because he's now based in the US, he started telling me, I left Nigeria around October last year. That was when I left Nigeria, and I am now in the United States and thereabout. Is that your first time of going to US? Yes. Ejigulam that now for her, for she trying to rebrand her tongue while talking to somebody she left yesterday. Onya be criminal, onye ishi adi onya mma. Everything onya na agwa mbo ashe. It's like if once you see a black man eating with spoon, eating garri with spoon, don't trust him again in this life. Don't you trust Oya, you are making the worst mistake of your life. Even umbia na ka atoeze na check business with me. Nnelia upon know my destiny helper. If I see Atoeze eating garri with spoon, I will be very, very careful of him. It's an opportunity or an avenue for me to know that this man is confused of his identity. I will not trust you. But I won't tell you. I will not tell you. I will only smile and leave, manage myself and live there. But if he calls me and says, return back to my house by 12 p.m. midnight, that's when we're going to have a crucial meeting. I'll not go come. And then go to Igbo Rants. It's like an Igbo man who goes to Asorok to visit a northern president, a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, but an indigenous of the northern extraction. And because he's an Hausa man, and you now decide to wear agbada, and now wear maybe danchiki, and wear agbe cap, or fulani cap, so that they can immediately, if I am the president and look at you, if I am the president of this very republic and I'm in Asorok, an Hausa man is coming to see me and he's now putting on his shago and Obu red, no matter the kind of business we are discussing or that, but I will never trust you. Because this man can sell even his own mother just for appointment. I won't listen to you. That's the way it is. Oh yeah, get out. The last commenter. Come on, go sit down for gutter. Oh yeah, come on, get out. Okpoko, you know about that. I will never trust you. So the lady was telling me, Governor EZIOKWU, they paid me money for visa and I tried to do it, it didn't work and all that. I'm gonna look for a way and all that. So Onyaboshi, or just on Nakaro Hego, we go how we mero, we have visa about 4 US with the dear na familia. Somebody who left here October. Now, you think I don't understand English also, or you think I cannot bridle my tongue the same way you did? I can. Some of us equally speak good English. We don't even need to be in the US before we speak good English or thereabouts. But you are a fool for doing so. China is by far doing better. There are some people in China, if you look at them, you can't even imagine how much billions they worth. From China. Chinese was colonized, I think, by Portugal and the Britain Empire equally. I think so. Why didn't they tamper with their language? Because those people will not agree. They couldn't change their writing, but they changed your own in CBD and gave you English. And you're trying to use that English to intimidate your own self at the detriment of your colony masters. Umuewu. Once if Roni Igbo, ya say gisi ya nwanne nda ka ekime, ya say good morning, how are you? Islawi nwanne wonye be o say oh nwanne abu mo nya Abia State nna ka ekime ejekwa m school na Ngwa High School this and that. Then Why are you speaking grammar for me? You are not proud of your language. You are not proud of yourself. This same red oil today, Unuji Caterpillar to Shenko without compensation to our mothers and all that. Is it not the same red oil? The white man traveled through sea and they came here, they were buying red oil, Bruna Allah, their village. Today, at the detriment of occupants to the certain religion they gave to you, you are dealing with our mothers because you want to colonize my place again, or because your brother is a governor. The brother or the sons of those women will become governor tomorrow. NGOR-OKPALA IMO governor that failed to do the right thing. Ebe no duara gaji Chineke egbuo ya n'office Ala NGOR-OKPALA kugbuo ya that day. Ezu tuga na-ekwu ya. Iburu hana governor from NGOR-OKPALA, from NGOR-OKPALA or where a zone entirely, or even from anywhere, even Okigwe, anybody can emerge as governor. A good man is what we want from anywhere. Get ready and fail to do the right thing. Chineke egbugi that day. Thunder babuogi because there's nothing when anything in Agwa I get itself no wa. There's not a campaign, that's what will be echoing in one voice. Leyi gemeranye. Hapo ziozo. Hapo oko. When give us platform, we'll do it on our own. Since when there is justice is here, before justice could be served, don't get here. Always the highest bidder. Highest bidder. Oyega got a justice. And the people buy this justice according to where it will suit them, private and individually. Ndara. Colonization. Now, the white man knows that when your refinery is functioning, the ones they are refining, they will not be able to sell it to you. They will not be able to sell it and use it to manipulate your own economy. So, underground, they will be able to find a way through your Senate, through your government, and bastardize your own refinery. All the companies in Nigeria, we are all recolonized. And our leaders, you begin to ask yourself, the leaders of old whom we are busy industrializing the nation at large, how would they feel in their graves right now? Nuclear has been sold. All the companies, who bought it? The white man bought all of these companies and they shut them down. None of them is functioning. You think a white man does not have sense? Why would they buy nuclear and shut it down? Why would they buy? Why they bought nuclear and they gave you LG? They stationed their own company in your own backyard. Your own they bought. They didn't even take one pin. They allowed your children to go there and vandalize everything so that you think you have a case to answer in the law court with them. Zero. They don't have time to fight you. They only have time to fight you economically. The white man will not just come to your country and tie road for you when they say United Nations tie road here. Go and check those places they are tiling road. There is a treasure towards that way. They have a target there. Even you listening to me now, that you based in Aba or you based in Onitsha, or maybe you are in night bus now, you're going to Lagos. You are not just going there because you just want to go and overrun the road or warm the road now and stress yourself. No. You are going there because there's a target there. If your car spoils on the road, you try and fix it there. Why? Because you're on a journey of profit. The journey of profit. So everything the white man came and introduced to you here, it is for their own benefit. Are they coming to give you Jesus as salvation that you never had? Are they coming to introduce one thing? When you say they sell slaves, that our people say slaves, who introduced it to you? I asked my father when he was talking about the slave trade. Alex, he comment here, bam, again now. I buy you from this page. Blessed KC, if you come, the two of you who comment on again here, I buy. I don't care, me who go there now self. Just know that I don't care whether you exist. Oh, I can buy you away from here. You don't or that touch them. I asked my father one day. I was interacting with my father, and I asked him, Daddy, if you say that our people were selling, they were selling slave, that we were doing slave trade before the white man came, Daddy, show me one person from Mbise that a man from my community bought. This is common sense. Show me one Olo man, show me one Anambra man that my forefathers bought. The people we have in our community are all son of the soils. Except in Demetri Harbor, where Mapohani, where Hagora more. The only time I remember when I'm kicking mad Gora Rose. And majority of them are not Hebu Hebo Yamu Keshi Metosu. Madanejuka Ke Metosu. These ones I'm saying now. Will your religion, will Zion will fly allow you now to learn this one? You're a man of God. No. I know Passam. I know they hide the talk. I know something Passam. You know if you dare me for that one. Show me one Yoruba man that was bought by my ancestors. Show me any of my ancestors that the Yoruba man bought. All of these things were introduced when the white men came. So I want to ask you, these people who introduced slave trade to you, are they the same people who came and introduced religion to you, that you should repent and be born again? The kingdom of God is at hand. After they introduced slave trade, these things were mechanisms of step by step. After they used their high military powers, military might on you, they came and whisked away your traditional rulers, the giants in your land, because Obodo and were giant in days of old. Obodo. And I want to ask you, after everything, the time is fast spent. I want to ask you, after everything, so you could not dictate discover one Yoruba man that was sold into your village, one of your town person that was sold into Yoruba land. They were the ones who came here to buy slaves from our elders. They convinced our people, if you have any stubborn child, sell it to us. We will go and turn that one into something good and bring him back or do this and that. That was how they bought all those people you see as black Americans, black Europeans, black this and that. They were slaves, if you don't know. Show me one white man in your own village that your forefathers bought as slave. They themselves, they were not selling their own children to our own forefathers, but they were buying our own uncles, taking back to their own countries. The same cycle of people went back again and reintroduced religion to you. Every of these things were mechanisms or tools of colony. The same is what the governor of Imo State and Ebuka is coming to replicate in NGOR-OKPALA right now. Every December, if I come home, it is duty. Chukunna NGOR-OKPALA Brumonya Kebe. If I come home, every December, anytime I have chances to come home, I will gather children and I will be teaching them these things. Coded and open. Anywhere I have opportunity, I will be teaching my people this. Every young child, I will be teaching them, I will be sharing it to their memory, that they may be able to learn. This one, the truth, all of them don't stay quiet now. Colony. The tools and the mechanisms of colony. That is what they are introducing. Now, look at the picture on top here now. This one, onye nke anya cross n'olu na baba mere introduce these things. Religion. Have you not asked questions that during the first and second centuries, that the religious leaders of